All right, you two somehow
Yep.
found each other out of 6+ billion people on this planet, and you fell in love with each other. Now you're being dropped down to a garden of marriage where you get to grow your marriage the way you want it to be. So you're going to make your choices and decisions and help each other to be your best so you can perform the labors that you need to do here. Now, your job is to love each other, to learn patience, understanding, and kindness to each other. If you have something that affects you, like at work or something like that, that makes you angry, and you come home and let's just say that Enrico asks you to, how was your day? And you say, it was just fine. What does that tell you? There was something that went on that you didn't like. So you need to dump it. So what do? Well, you talk to each other about it and you get to the bottom of it, whatever it is, let it go. Right. So if it made you frustrated and your voice was angry, you apologize for the angry voice because the angry voice was not intended to go to Enrico. Okay, but it went there. So you say, I'm sorry, it sounded like I was angry at you, but I'm not. I'm angry about what happened here. Let it go. And if you're having the same sort of a problem, only it's a little bit different, okay? So something happens to you, and when she asks you how your day was, you say, it could have been better. What does that mean? You need something, you have something you need to let go of. So you let go of the negative, okay, and you forget about it, and then you build up on the positive. Your two fires coming together, and when you come together, you make a bigger fire. I challenge that from the time you're first born until your last breath, your first breath to your last breath, you leave a mark or make an impression upon every individual and place you meet or go. And so you want to help each other to be your best always. So that's what you're trying to do. Your relationships 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is different than mother, father, son, and daughter. Because parents don't usually think about their kids that much. Now, maybe when they're first little babies, yeah, but there's a point where the baby starts crawling or scooting or trying to walk or whatever. At that point, the baby's starting to learn that they can be independent of mom and dad. And that's what they do. When they get into trouble, they dump things, they pull things over, they spill things, they get involved in things, they throw up and then they crawl through it, whatever. But that's when they start becoming an agent unto themselves. And then when they get to be about 16 to 18, right in there, you wonder what happened because you don't know where they're going, you don't know what they're doing, you don't know how life's treating them. And if you ask, they give you a evasive answer because they don't want to take time to talk to you. They want to head out and do their fun thing that they're planning on doing. Okay, so that's the way that goes. But you two are 24/7 because you want to know that you made it to work safely. You want to know that things are going well at work. You want to know how you're feeling. If you're feeling a little bit sick and you go to work and you go, I don't know, I just feel a little bit sick. You come home early. You want to know why, what's happening, going on. So you're checking in with each other more often than that. But you're like two fires, and you bring two burning fire logs together, and you get a bigger fire. So this is your marriage fire pit. Everything that's happened to you up to this point is underground. But you're cleaving together, which means you're accepting everything that's happened up to this point and everything that will happen in the future, which you don't know what that is. But you're helping each other to do your best, okay? You're learning patience, love, perseverance, dedication, tenderness, talking, listening. You learn different ways to laugh, you learn different ways to cry, and you learn to forgive. And so that's what marriage relationships teach you. And if you don't know what to say, like I said, if you say harsh words because you're angry or frustrated, you say, I'm sorry, it sounded like I'm angry at you. I'm not. I'm angry at the situation that happened at work, or I'm angry at the situation that happened on my way home from work, or whatever it was. All right. And so you say, I'm sorry about that. Let me tell you about that experience. And you talk about it. And once you get it out, you can say, I'm sorry about, again, angry, having to hear my angry voice. And then you just spout it out and you move forward. You build your flames up as high as you want because this is your marriage fire pit, your hearts are the walls. Shoot your flames up as high as you want, right? And please, you appreciate your differences, okay? So, Enrico, your strengths are Jeannette's weaknesses. Jeannette, your strengths are Enrico's weaknesses. You two complement each other like the gears of a car. And so you're cleaving together. And when you let go of your extra baggage, you can cleave together, come up with a workable solution that helps you to solve any problem that you have and move forward with your life. And that's what you're trying to do. Okay, so you're trying to help each other to be your best always and do that which you need to do as husband and wife. Just don't go to bed together angry. Just make all your major decisions and choices together. And you can create an amazing life for yourself. And as you set a good example for others to follow, they will follow, and they will follow, and they will follow. Ultimately, we can replace money as the foundation to love and get rid of the hatred and the bigotry that's out there already. Have enough to pay our debts and bills, take care of our lives physically, move forward, accepting each other's families, honoring the birthdays and anniversaries and the celebrations and the jubilations and triumphs and all that other stuff. Okay, we can still do that. And then it's you two on top, where you talk to each other, you make plans, you set goals, you show how much you love each other by your actions to each other. And you go to bed together as husband and wife. And you create a very wonderful married life together. And it'll be so rewarding for you. And you'll be amazed. And your example can set off other people to love each other and so on until we can change it to love. Okay? So set that good example for other people because you can and because you're smart and intelligent. Lastly, learn each other's love languages. We all have the same love languages in our hearts. However, we have different modalities. So, Jeanneth, your job is to learn what Enrico's favorite love languages are and how he likes to be served now. And Enrico, your job is to learn what Jeanneth's favorite love languages are and how she likes to be served now. Honor the favorite ones often, but not always. Always gets boring. You don't like to be boring. You want life to be fun and exciting. So make it that way. And you can have an amazing life today. Okay, we're now ready to go into the ceremony. So we are gathered here today as, I guess, we got friends. Okay, hope they have a friend too. Friends to join in marriage. Enrico Marquez Esomo and Jeanneth Bonillo. So Enrico Marquez and Snomo, do you take Jeanneth Bonillo to be your legally and lawfully wedded wife, to cleave unto her as she cleaves unto you, to help her be her best as she hopes to be your best, to obey her as she obeys you. Through sickness, health, rich, poor, fat, thin, COVID-22, wars, riots, natural disasters, ups, downs, ins, outs, acquaintances, family, friends, jubilations, triumphs, funerals, travel until death do you part.
I do.
Perfect. Okay, did you have any vows or promises to say to Jeanneth today, Enrico?
Yeah.
Do you have a ring to put on her finger as well? And it's okay if you don't. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if you'll put the ring on your finger because Camille and Roy, you heard me say yes. Correct, Camille, I need you to be unmuted. Roy, I need you to be unmuted so you can say yes, please. So unmute Camille. Unmute Roy so you can say yes. You heard him say yes. Okay, say yes. Say yes, Roy. If you heard him say yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's a yes for me.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now you can say put the ring on your finger and say your vows, Enrico to Jeanneth. Okay.
Yep.
Camille, I don't know how, but it's coming. All right. So say your vows to her, and then put the ring on her finger at the same time. Enrico, put the ring on her finger and say your vows at the same time so we can move on with the ceremony, okay?
Today, I take you as my partner and the love of my life. I promise to always care, support, and love you. I will always be your number one fan. Together, we will face all the life bringing in our way. Knowing that we have each other to lean on, to guide, and to follow. No matter what lies in our path, it will be our path. Together.
Perfect. Okay, let's see your bling. Let's see your ring. Show your ring. Awesome. Good job. Good job. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. Okay, so Jeannette, Bonillo, do you take Enrico Marcus Esomo to be your legally and lawfully wedded husband, to cleave unto him as he cleaves unto you, to help him be his best as he helps you to be your best, to obey him as he obeys you, through sickness, health, rich, poor, fat, thin, code 22, blah, 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 until death you depart?
I do.
Perfect. You have a ring for his finger?
Yep.
Okay, you may now put the ring on his finger as long as Camille and Roy say yes. So unmute yourself and say yes, Camille, and unmute yourself, Roy, and say yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Camille?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So put the ring on his finger. And now do you have any vows or promises prepared for him?
Yes.
Okay, put the ring on his finger and say your vows to him.
As I have spent my whole life looking for my other half, I knew it was you from the moment we met. It feels like meeting a stranger you've known your whole life. I promise not to only listen but to hear, not only to be honest but to trust, and not only to love but to be loved. I have never made such big decision in my life, but marrying you was the easiest one. I promise to be kind, patient, and forgiving. I promise to hold from this day in my heart, mind, and soul, and to take care of you for the rest of my life.
Beautiful. Awesome. Hey, you want to show off your ring? It's a little bit close to your camera, so wet fuzzy. Pull it up back a little bit. Back towards you.
Towards you, though.
Yeah, we get flashes of it, but we don't. Okay. Anyway, I know it's there. Thank you. All right, because I heard you say yes to each other, and because Camille and Roy also validated the fact that you said yes to each other, I'm going to say this. By the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Utah, I now pronounce you, Enrico Marcus Ensomo and Jeanneth Bornillo, legally and lawfully married as husband and wife. You may now hug and kiss each other as such. Yay. And you can unmute and clap because we're done. You can unmute and clap. Yes. Awesome. All right, perfect. It looks like I need to send you a recording because you are unable to record.
Congratulations.
So anyway, I'll send recording. All right. Well, making a wonderful life. Check your email when we finalize your license. Check it out to make sure everything is correct. If it is, you can order an apostille if you need one. I don't know if you're just visiting each other in your country or if you're together in the same country. I don't know what your needs are. If you need an apostille, if you're in the United States, you shouldn't need an apostille, but you might need one for the country that you're coming from. I don't know. Right? Make it a wonderful life because you can. Set a good example for others. And you'll help us to change the world to love rather than hatred and bigotry. So because of your example. So you're responsible citizens and you can do a lot of good for everybody else. All right, bye now. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye now.